From the heart of Western Massachusetts, welcome to the historic Mullen Center on the campus of UMass Amherst. Today, some of the best high school talent in Western Massachusetts takes center stage for 2 days of tournament action. Hello everyone, Zeke Altman here alongside my broadcast partner, Cam Neary. Cam, how are we feeling? PVTO is finally here.
Yeah, I'm very excited, Zeke. This is a great matchup. This is actually my first PVTO. I'm excited to get into the action here. A great matchup between the South Hadley Tigers and the Belchertown Orioles. South Hadley, the only team in this matchup to appear in a PVTO game. Their last matchup, they beat Granby 53-25. That was all the way back in 2022. But on the other end of the court is the Belchertown Orioles, and this is their first PVTO appearance.
Couple players to watch for both teams. For Belchertown, Morgan Litz is the big name. What have you seen from her in the last season going into this one?
Well, Morgan Litz was obviously a key piece of the Orioles team last year, along with her sister actually this year, Emma Litz. One of the two sister matchups we will see the Litzes from Belchertown going up against the Quins from South Hadley. So looking forward to Morgan Litz this year.
But on the other side with South Hadley, we have Cara Dean, the player to look at. What have you liked about her? Obviously, no games this season so far, but obviously a big piece to their puzzle.
Well, Cara Dean, obviously one of the leaders on this team. South Hadley, a team that only has one senior on it. So really looking towards those juniors like Cara Dean, big pieces of last year's 22-4 season. They actually went to the D4 state championship game, but lost to Cathedral.
We'll step aside for the national anthem. Back here at the Mullen Center for the Pioneer Valley Tip-Off, the 2020-25 version of it. Cam, how are we feeling, man?
I'm feeling amazing. I think this is an awesome opportunity for both teams. Obviously, the first game of the year for both of these girls' teams. I think that this is a perfect opportunity. You get your first game of the year, and where else but the Mullen Center? It's a huge opportunity for both these teams to show the rest of the Pioneer Valley what they're made of in a place that we know is home.
Read the starting lineups for you guys. Belchertown, Aubrey McCain, Morgan Litz, Gabriella Slovak, Aubrey Klingensmith, rounding out that five. For South Hadley, Riley McMahon, Taylor Below, Olivia Athis, Cara Dean, and Kate Phillips. So the music is pumping inside the Mullen Center. Orioles and Tigers, both teams playing their first game of the season, and what an event to start it.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that combination of Athis, Dean, and Phillips, three returners from last year's 22 and 14.
Klingensmith and Phillips getting ready for the tip here. And we're off. 2025 PVTO, and a big steal early from South Hadley. And that is Cara Dean, our player to watch, that puts it in to start it. South Hadley up 2.
Yeah, and what a big steal that was. Turn the tide of the game already. South Hadley gets on the board first.
Here's Litz, right hand dribble. Swings it over to McCain. McCain brings it all the way around back to her. Near side wing in the corner. Klingensmith. Litz drives in. A little floater off the backboard goes in. Impressive stuff.
Yeah, drove the paint on that one, just kissed it off the glass. Great play from Litz there.
Mid-range jumper finds nothing for South Hadley, and Belchertown stifling defense once again. Here comes Slovak and her pass, just a little too far out of bounds.
Yeah, looked across the entire court on that one, but overthrew her just a little bit. That'll be heading the other way.
Fast start from both teams, good defense on both sides, and Belchertown head coach said, playing hard as possible is their mantra.
Yeah, we reached out to Belchertown coach Jason Woodcock, and he said, quote, the Orioles are playing as hard as possible in this game, and they've showed it so far.
A couple steals, a couple deflections. It's a sign of good defense and things to come for what's going to be a long 2025-2026 season. Little stoppage here on the inbound. Taylor below. Out to Athos. In the corner for below, the mid-range jumper, pure. Here comes the Orioles. Litz. Her pass stolen by South Hadley. Another good play by Kate Phillips.
Yeah, Phillips has been impressive so far, but let's talk about that corner three from the Tigers. Really stretching out the court here, showing a little diversity in shot selection.
Here's South Hadley, far side wing three, front rim, rebound by South Hadley. They'll get another opportunity, but Belchertown make another deflection. Boy, this team plays really good defense.
They are playing as hard as possible, Zeke. That was a great deflection there. Just goes off the feet of McCain.
Shot clock couldn't reset once again, so we'll get a stop. It's still early stages of this Pioneer Valley tip-off.
Yeah, you got to remember, this is the tip-off of the tip-off, so technical difficulties are to be expected. We'll figure it out here at Amherst.
Below, trying to drive in. She'll get called for something errant, so Belchertown get back possession. Here come the Orioles. Litz in the corner for Klingensmith. All the way across. Roy's three. That one good.
Roy with her first points of the night, and it's a three. Great shot from Roy.
A drive inside here. Rims out. A rebound. No good, and a fight for it. Looked like Kate Phillips in there with Cassidy McLean.
Yeah, and Phillips was really using her height to her advantage there. That's where it matters in the paint. Got that offensive rebound on her own shot, but couldn't come down with it the second time.
McLean's coming off the bench for Belchertown, and another stoppage here. Ref come over to handle it.
Glad to know the refs are. They got a keen eye on this game, very aware of all the necessary stoppages. Hopefully they can figure that out over at the scorer's table.
So 5:28 left to go in this first quarter, and another pickpocket by Kate Phillips. Phillips just dribbles it off her knee, and that one's gonna scramble all the way out of bounds.
Phillips, no points on this game so far. She's sort of been playing special teams, a lot of steals, a lot of rebounds, but has yet to get herself on the score sheet so far.
So below, all the way inside, Cara Dean finishes it off. She's up to 4 points. Boy, they just attack, huh, South Hadley?
South Hadley has been finding the chink in the armor of the Orioles so far, but Litz doing her best. We've had her as one of the standouts of this game, and we've seen her carrying the ball up the court many times. Obviously, the fate of the Orioles lies in the hands of Litz. She needs to step it up a little bit and create some offensive scoring opportunities.
Here's South Hadley with it. Good drive inside from Athos. Nothing going there. So Belchertown once again a defensive stop. A set free throw jumper. Back iron. Another change of possession. Both bands in attendance here.
Yeah, it's always nice to see the fans come out, even on a road game at the Mullen Center. Huge opportunity for not only the players, but their families as well.
There's a scramble for it. Slovak lost it, but picked up by Roy. Her shot missed, but contact, so Roy will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Roy fouled on the way up. She's already got 3 in this game so far. First free throws of this game, no fouls yet, so.
So Sophie Quinn getting ready to check into this one. The only senior on this South Hadley Tigers team. First free throw just rims in.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier. South Hadley, only 1 senior on this team so far, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 juniors on their roster. So some upperclassmen, but this team will definitely be back next year as well.
Roy's second free throw, no good, so splits the pair. South Hadley out running here. Quinn, cross-court pass into their sister Quinn. Corner 3, no good. Here comes Belchertown. Klingensmith. Pass deflected. South Hadley once again. Getting hands on the basketball. Here's Athos. Her pass, beautiful. To Cara Dean, her 6th point.
Talk about moving with purpose there for Hadley. They've been using the speed to their advantage so far on offense and on defense.
Belchertown going back to the screen. And they're going to get called for a travel there. That was Keno Roy doing the ball handling duties.
Yeah, it seemed a little overwhelmed down low and took the travel there. That one's heading the other way, and South Hadley regains their grip.
Both teams look tired as this being the first game of the season.
Yeah, both teams unproven so far.
Simone Quinn in the corner. Into Athos, her shot. Front iron. Second chance opportunity for South Hadley as the ball bangs out of bounds, but South Hadley doing a great job of getting second chance opportunities.
Right, big emphasis on rebounding. We said that we talked to their assistant coach before this game, and she said that this Tigers team is focused on playing together as a team, a very cohesive unit. There's a little example of it right there.
Simone Quinn drives in, she draws the foul. She'll go to the line for 2. So fast-paced action, 3:19 left in the first quarter, no timeouts just yet.
Yeah, first foul on the Orioles as well.
First free throw for Simone Quinn is good.
Quinn had a little rhythm to it there. Seemed to work out for her if you hear it.
Couple of dribbles and a kneel down. Doesn't work on the second one, but she splits the pair. So both teams 1 for 2 from the free throw line. South Hadley, once again, a deflection. They'll go in strong. A beautiful layup from Cara Dean. She's up to 8 points in this one. Akina Roy is going to get called for the travel. South Hadley. A 3 from Simone Quinn, no good. Rebound there. Belchertown fighting for it. They'll go out fast and show another travel called on Gabriela Slovak. Inbound pass. Beautiful finish inside from Cara Dean, her 10th point of the contest.
Cara Dean is running away with it so far. She's got the most points by anyone out there tonight.
Klingensmith's three is way off. Belchertown continuing their momentum. They're up by 8 in this game, and a three in the corner from Olivia Athis is good. Timeout, Belchertown. There, South Hadley up 11 in this one.
Yeah, right call by Belchertown to burn one there. They were on their heels for a little while, especially after that deep corner three. Difficult place to be on your heels this early in this matchup, but wise call by coach to slow the game down a little bit.
South Hadley up 17-6. At this time, we would like to thank the following sponsor, the Terraza. Terraza at Country Club of Greenfield, a place where families gather. Cam, a couple of the first impressions of these two teams for you?
Well, I think that the score really reflects what's been going on in this game so far. South Hadley, we knew that they were going to be a force coming into this game. You don't just come off a 22-4 season and give it up in the first quarter, so they lead 17-6 in this matchup. I think that they've imposed their will. You mentioned it earlier, a large emphasis on rebounding, offensive and defensive, and I think that the Belchertown Orioles need to change up their game plan a little bit because the Tigers already have them figured out.
On Belchertown's side of things, they started fast, defensive deflections, tips, good plays. Where'd that all go away, Cam?
Well, I think that when you're facing a team that's as fast and as efficient as the South Hadley Tigers, there's only so much that you can do, right? If you don't have the speed advantage, it's all about the angling. It's all about calling plays that you know are going to be effective regardless of the opponent you're facing.
So Belchertown will start with it out of the timeout. Once again, it's just an amazing event, obviously. Crowds haven't filled up too fast, as still a 5:15 tip-off here as Belchertown, nothing is going right for them right now. A step out of bounds from Slovak, just gonna gift South Hadley possession of the ball back.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, too, it's a little harder to fill an arena such as the Mullins Center. The lights are a little brighter. There's a little more seating. It's a Herculean task for these high school teams, but I think that it's just a great opportunity.
Another great possession from South Hadley, doesn't end up in points. Belchertown can't hit the open layup. That was Klingensmith once again. And they're South Hadley going out fast. Another travel. They've called a lot of these early.
Yeah, bodies were flying under the rim there as well from South Hadley. I believe that was Olivia Athis tied up with Cassidy McLean. This is starting to become a little bit of a rough and tumble game, at least in the paint.
Belchertown struggling to break this South Hadley press. They finally do, but not until a big steal by Riley McMahon. She recovers. Athis out fast. Her shot, no good, but draws the blocking foul. Blocker charge there, Cam.
I think that it was a block. I think that South Hadley was moving with efficiency, and when the train is on the tracks, you got to get out of the way.
Athis's first free throw, good. You'd kind of expect that with how she's playing in this game, playing with loads of confidence, driving into the paint. She's continues to carry this team. Here's Dean once again. Excuse me, Athis into the corner for below. Her three, no good. Klingensmith trying to drive. Simone Quinn giving her no lane to go. Here's Quinn. Gets a screen from Klingensmith. Looking for an angle. Nowhere to go. Back to Klingensmith. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Klingensmith will drive. Strong drive. She gets fouled.
Good opportunity there from the Orioles. We've yet to see this a lot so far. Just an aggressive driving the paint mentality. When you drive the rim that hard, you're bound to draw a foul at some point.
Klingensmith at the line. Her first free throw is good. Her first point of the game. Carradine up to 10 points. Olivia Athis 4, both the two leading scorers for this game. Carradine's been spectacular, 5 for 6 from the field.
And how about Klingensmith, the first player on either team to go 2 for 2 from the line. We expected that out of a player such as herself.
Athis dishes it off to McMahon. Her layup is good. South Hadley moving the ball around at will.
Yeah, and talk about an all-around player in Olivia Athis. We saw her earlier. She split on the free throws, got her own offensive rebound, then facilitated the play.
Belchertown, a second chance opportunity, no good. 25 seconds left. Shot clock off. And a foul on Below, who was trying to score quickly, but she'll go to the line for 2.
This is where you want opportunities like that as well. Nearing the end of the first quarter, and the junior guard in Below has a great opportunity for 2 free ones here.
That free throw, the backspin on full display.
Hop, skip, and a jump on that one.
Below's second free throw. No good. Rebound, South Hadley just misses, and South Hadley had a chance to really force the issue. 12 seconds left to go. Belchertown go out fast. That shot wild. Here comes South Hadley. McMahon driving inside. 5 seconds left. That ball just deflects out of bounds.
McMahon giving it all she's got, though. Had that offensive rebound, almost gave him the insult to injury, and then coming back, caught one over the shoulder.
Below the inbounder. Looking for an option here. Back to Below, and it looked like Riley Nestor just stepped out of bounds there. .3 seconds left. Klingensmith, a 3, just misses.
Right idea by Klingensmith, though. If you are Belchertown, you really want to get those in at the end of the first quarter. Unfortunately, that one didn't go, so South Hadley still regains the lead, 21-8.
Like you said, 21-8 in favor of South Hadley. It's been stars like Dean and Athis running the show. At this time, we would like to thank the following sponsors. First, the Basketball Hall of Fame. Hey, basketball fans, want to get closer to the game you love? Visit the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Mass., where greatness lives inside. From the legends who shaped the sport to the moments that changed history, you'll find it all under one roof. Interactive exhibits, incredible artifacts, and unforgettable photo ops for every fan. Plan your visit today at hoophall.com and experience for yourself why greatness lives inside.
Yeah, also, we would like to thank the Works Cafe. Eat well and feel good at the Works Cafe in downtown Amherst. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
So Cam, a first quarter that was filled with Tigers, South Hadley Tigers, that is. And it was Carradine that was running the show. We talked about her before. What did you like about her in the start?
Absolutely, that was our player to look out for on this South Hadley roster, and what a way to make an impression so far. South Hadley, the numbers speak for themselves. They still have the 21-8 lead. They will inbound the ball to start this second quarter, and if you want to make an impression here at the Mullins Center, that's how you do it.
Belchertown taking an extended timeout here, trying to get their players out. Obviously, big time game plan needed if they're going to come in and beat this South Hadley team. Like you said, Ken, 22-4 last year, lost in the D4 championship game. As once again, Dean dishes off in the corner. Taylor Below, a 3.
Yeah, South Hadley not afraid to air it out so far from behind the line. They have just been beautiful from 3 so far.
Roy gets fouled, so Klingensmith will be denied an opportunity at another 3, but Belchertown get the ball back. Slovak, the inbounder. As Simone Quinn checks in for Hadley. South Hadley, that is. Here's Keena Roy. Roy looking for her options. Finds Slovak. Into Klingensmith. Back to Roy. Klingensmith bobbles it. Dishes it off to Cassie McLean, but she loses it to South Hadley. Boy, they look like they have a plan when they get into the fast break. A beautiful pass to below. Finished off strong by Kate Phillips.
Yeah, a little bit of insult to injury from Phillips there. She regains the rebound and just finishes a great play start to finish from the Tigers.
South Hadley working on all cylinders, almost get the tip out of bounds there. Interesting thing about South Hadley, they've been known for their athletics for a long time. Jonas Clark, one of the best track runners in all the country, goes to Harvard now. Went to South Hadley High. Gabby Thomas, the gold medalist in the 200 meter at the Olympics, is from South Hadley. Bet you didn't know that one, Cam. I just hit you with some ball knowledge.
I did not know that one. There must be something in the water south of Hadley. They are just creating these incredible athletes, as this Tigers team so far has been running over Belchertown. Perhaps we'll have our next Olympic gold medalist coming right out of the Mullins Center.
Here's Keena Roy, the inbounder. Looking to find someone right before the 5 seconds run out, and that one's just gonna dribble off of the leg of Cassidy McLean, actually off of the South Hadley Tiger. So Belchertown get it back. Roy looking. Finds Slovak, and that one's just gonna be turned over to Athis, who finishes almost, but gets fouled.
Yeah, and she went down hard on that one, sliding into the backstop, but I don't think anything was stopping Athis on that play.
South Hadley really having their way, 10 for 23 on field goals. Belchertown just 2 for 8. Athis's first free throw is good. Loads up. Second free throw also good.
This is where the coaching really starts to come into play, especially for Belchertown. They need a firm play to run here, as nothing has worked so far. Coach Jason Woodcock really needs to start to switch it up here and see if the Orioles can find a groove.
Litz into Klingensmith. It's been their go-to girl so far, and that's one's just going to dribble off of the leg of Cassidy McLean. Belchertown having all issues all over the place.
Yeah, it's some great awareness by Simone Quinn, the sophomore guard, to just let it roll out of bounds on that play. This South Hadley team and all-around basketball knowledge, they obviously have a good understanding of what's going on out there.
Athis into Phillips all the way in the corner. That one's just going to fall out of bounds. Tiger ball. Below the inbounder. She barks out the play. Looks for a pass. Finds Phillips back to below. A forced pass inside Athis. She deals with it just fine.
South Hadley expanding that lead to 22, the largest of the game so far. They're taking the PVTO by storm right now.
Klingensmith's shot, no good. A good rebound, though, by Keena Roy, who gets Belchertown up and running for the first time in a while.
Yeah, first points of the second quarter, and Keena Roy.
That ball's just gonna fall to the hands of Kate Phillips. South Hadley rumbling.
Yeah, it's always a heartbreaker when Belchertown gets some of their first points of the second quarter, and then South Hadley with the immediate response.
So here come the substitutions for South Hadley. McMahon, Sherman, Nestor, and Dean will check back into this game. Below stays in as she gets called. No, they're going to call it travel on Belchertown. So here's Cara Dean back in the game, someone that really took the game by storm in the first few minutes, but she's kind of handed off the duties to the rest of her team. She passes into the corner there.
Well, that could be by design as well. The first game of the year, you don't need one player to just keep dominating. I think that it's a perfect opportunity for South Hadley to spread the wealth a little bit, see how this team can perform, not only in this game, but going on into the season.
So Belchertown will call a timeout here. Kind of smart. Down 22 in this game, but of course, having the ball back, finding some momentum off of that Roy put back. Still 5:16 left in the second quarter, so a lot of time if they want to make things go their way.
Yeah, and Belchertown definitely not rolling over yet. No signs of quitting. There's definitely some kinks so far that they need to iron out, but which team doesn't have some errors in their first game of the season? Belchertown still with a lot of basketball left. They are down 22 points so far, but as we saw with that Keena Roy play, this team definitely is not quitting. We heard it from Coach earlier in the game. They're going to be playing as hard as possible. So I wouldn't count out Belchertown in this one.
Well, Belchertown, a team that was 12-10 last year, so still a respectable effort they put out last season. Their first ever PVTO, so that's something to consider.
Right, you got to think about it too. Neither coaches nor players have seen the lights of the Mullen Center being on center stage tonight. So maybe a little starstruck out here in Amherst. This is where the big boys and girls play. So Belchertown, maybe some first game jitters just because of location.
Obviously the women's basketball team here that graces this hard court, having a great season. 7-1.
Yeah, difficult loss earlier in the year. I believe you were there for that one, weren't you?
Oh yeah, at West Point in New York. Still an amazing game, and if we see how hard those ladies work in this tournament, it's going to be a fun one, Cam.
And more importantly, undefeated at home so far. So this court's got some good juju on it right now.
Belchertown keep running up this score. And here's Dean. She'll travel. They're going to call maybe a double dribble here. Not really sure.
Either way, white ball. Great opportunity here for the Orioles. Any play where you're not getting scored on at this point is sort of a saving grace.
Into the corner. Morgan Litz, no good. Beautiful rebound by Riley Nestor, but she'll give it right back to Belchertown. Here's McLean. All the way around to Roy. Her three-point shot, no good. A little more than 4 minutes left to go, and South Hadley still running. 4 minutes left in the first half, that is. Nestor's shot blocked. A rebound there by Sherman. Her shot, no good. Belchertown just gonna calm it down here.
I've talked a little bit about Hadley using their size to their advantage, but how about 34 Cassidy McLean from the Orioles using her height to get a rebound there? Sends the Orioles the other way.
Litz's three, that one's good. Belchertown finding a little momentum here.
Yeah, Belchertown has found themselves in a rhythm of shooting threes. The first two couldn't go, but that third one, maybe a little rhythm for the Orioles now.
Here's Nestor. Beautiful pass inside to a cutting Riley McMahon. Two-man game. Good move there from McCain, and a good shot there from Belchertown.
Yeah, Roy really putting this squadron on her back so far. She's got the last 5 points from the Orioles. That one, a mid-range.
They're on a 7-2 run right now. Three-point shot finds nothing from Cara Dean. That's not really been her strength so far in this game. It's really been getting inside, causing havoc.
Yeah, South Hadley in a place where they can just try different things now. They're up by 19. This is an opportunity for players, especially like Dean, who you know are going to lead this offense all year, to maybe test out that three.
So Belchertown kind of weathering the storm here, the South Hadley storm, but that is not going to help. Olivia Athis, her fake pass layup no good, and cleaned up by Kate Phillips.
Where would South Hadley be without Kate Phillips cleaning up that mess down low?
She's up to 6 points. Belchertown trying to get back on their feet. McLean finds Roy. Roy will drive in. That one clobbered, but she gets fouled.
Yeah, that one was sent right into the band.
Still waiting to hear this band. Excited.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe there's a halftime show coming. That would be worth the price of admission just alone.
Keena Roy. Her first free throw is good. Keena Roy's kind of took the onus on herself to drive in and make things happen for the Orioles.
Yeah, and this is a player that you would really need a keen eye to realize before the game. We had our eyes on Litz and Klingensmith, but Roy definitely taking the PVTO by storm so far, making an impression for Belchertown.
Here's South Hadley going out fast into below, and that's going to be a travel from Riley McMahon. She kind of got caught in two minds there.
And no time for hesitation when you're a fast-moving team like the Tigers.
Here's Morgan Litz. She's kind of been doing the majority of the ball handling. Into McLean. Looking for options here. Here's Roy, the conductor. Finds McCain. McCain gets it back, but kicks it out of play. McLean checks out. Roy. Looks for Slovak. Just finds more black and orange jerseys. Carradine driving in hard once again. Cleaned up by Kate Phillips. The vacuum.
Yeah, she's been a janitor down low, really cleaning up what's going on. I think that Phillips has the most dirty buckets of this game so far.
Very gritty player. The lead up to 22 for the Tigers. Roy stops and pops, nothing there. Keena Roy still struggling to find her shot.
But like I said, no quit in this Belchertown team. You saw Roy on that missed shot right there immediately after the play, conversing with her teammates, trying to improve what's going on. Belchertown definitely not rolling over.
Below, into Athos. She'll drive in. That one, back iron. Still a fight for it. Players diving. That ball's still on the floor. Belchertown finally coming out with it. They're showing fight despite being down 22. Klingensmith, corner, McCain, three, no good. Here's Carradine, 34 seconds left on the game clock. 4 seconds separate both clocks. Dean's pass into below, her reverse layup, smooth.
Right place, right time for Below. She saw that lane. Behind two defenders, just emerged, caught that pass over the shoulder and put it behind.
That shot deflected by Kate Phillips. She's been everywhere. 5 seconds left on the game clock. Carradine's drive, she gets called for a foul, so 2 shots before halftime.
Yeah, it got fouled on the hook shot, desperation play. It's exactly what you're looking for. You know that Belchertown is caught up in the heat of the moment, is going to draw the foul there.
So 2 subs ready to come in for South Hadley. Those being Sophie Quinn. Simone Quinn looks like she'll be coming out for, she'll be going in for Carradine, so nothing there. As the school's filing in.
Yeah, a lot more eyes on this last play for Belchertown.
4.2 seconds left. Here comes Belchertown. Litz dishes it off to Slovak. And boy, another mistake from Belchertown with 0.1 seconds left. Looks like they're gonna have to like volleyball, bounce it in.
Yeah, it's gonna be quick.
really get anything there, but nonetheless, South Hadley, pure domination, Cam.
Yeah, largest lead of this game so far. They now lead by 25. That is a 41-16 score off the backs of players such as Cara Dean and Kate Phillips, two of the stars of the game so far.
So before our halftime intermission at this time, we would like to thank the following sponsors first. Of course, the McCormick Leadership Academy. One of you behind the scenes of sports management? Join the McCormick Sports Leadership Academy to get a glimpse at your dream career in sports. Learn more by scanning the code in your programs.
We would also like to thank Hooplandia. Attention fans, get ready for Northeast's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament and festival. Hooplandia returns to Eastern States Explosion, home of the Big E, June 19th through the 21st, with divisions for all ages and skill levels. There's a place on the court for everyone. Rally your team, sign up, and be part of the action. Register today at hooplandia.com.
That's going to do it for our first half of coverage. South Hadley dominating this one. They're up 41-16. Back here at the Mullen Center, it's been all South Hadley in the start of this game. They're up 41-16. Let's look at some of the halftime stats. South Hadley shooting all over the place, 16 for 37 from the field compared to Belchertown's 5 for 17. So Belchertown just not getting many opportunities to take shots. South Hadley 3 for 8 from beyond the arc, and Belchertown 2 for 7. But Belchertown, look at those turnovers. 17 compared to 7. South Hadley also rebounding.
Yeah, you know what they say, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And so far, the numbers in this matchup, the tail of the tape, if you will, has been clearly reflected of the first half of this matchup. Belchertown, although maybe down in the statistics and on the scoreboard, like I've said before, there's no quit in this team. They had 8 points in the first, 8 points in the second. They are consistently putting up some points. I'm sure that they went back into those locker rooms, changed up the mentality a little bit, and they seem to be ready to go in this second half. Let's see if they've got an answer for the South Hadley Tigers.
So South Hadley putting out some of their best players on the court. Of course, Riley McMahon, Taylor Below, Olivia Athis, Kate Phillips, and Cara Dean. Their old starting 5 back out on the floor together for the Orioles. Keena Roy, Morgan Litz, Gabriella Slovak, Aubrey Klingensmith, and Aubrey McCain.
Yeah, absolutely, and you called her the conductor earlier. I think that's been an apt name. It is clear that the offense runs through Roy as she inbounds the ball to start the second.
So Roy hands it to Litz, and here goes our second half. 8 minutes on the clock, and here's Litz driving in. Into Klingensmith. Mid-range jumper, no good. Litz back out to Roy, and that one pickpocketed. Cara Dean fast like the flash, no good. Rebounded. Here's Taylor Below. Still 30 seconds left on the shot clock. All the way out to McMahon. In the corner for Olivia Athis, no good.
South Hadley not on their game. 2 missed shots and a couple missed rebounds.
Here's Klingensmith, her 3. Smooth like summer rain.
You could definitely say that, Zeke. First points of the second half go to the Belchertown Orioles.
Here's McMahon, all the way around to Below. Phillips, her shot, wild. Belchertown feeling the momentum. Here they come. That pass just sails over the head of Morgan Litz, and boy, it looked like they had something going there.
Yeah, trying to navigate up the sideline. Litz looking for the pass over her shoulder, but couldn't quite get a hand on it there.
Here's Dean. Athis, back to Dean, her 3. Money.
There it is, South Hadley back in their old rhythm. Cara Dean, after driving the paint on the last play, couldn't find the back of the net, so or the inside of the net, it would be on that play. Big 3.
Morgan Litz, bad shot, and here's Cara Dean. She's going fast. Mid-range jumper, Olivia Athis, no good. Oh my goodness, is that Kate Phillips once again?
It's come to be her character. I don't know if she would enjoy the name the janitor, but it's how I have viewed her so far. Just absolutely cleaning up what's going on down there for the Tigers.
Here's Roy. Litz, her shot no good, and South Hadley going with it. Cara Dean here. They've actually, the Celtics have actually started calling Jordan Walsh the trash man.
Wow.
And I don't think he likes that nickname, but Derek White loves it, so I don't think it matters. So kind of similar to the janitor.
Yeah, the trash man. I guess Kate Phillips, in a sense, is taking out the trash here. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Shout out to her, and playing with that Jordan Walsh mentality, I guess. Here's Cara Dean, the runway, and she's up for takeoff.
That was a great takeoff from Cara Dean. Had open court there, just opts for the layup. I was looking for a 360 dunk there, but Dean keeps it simple.
Klingensmith's 3, that one front iron. Litz with the rebound. Into Slovak. Roy's 3, no good. Belchertown getting good opportunities this half. That's something different from the last one.
Yeah, absolutely. Some great communication, some tic-tac-toe opportunities. They are obviously playing as hard as possible, as Coach pointed out earlier. And those offensive maneuvers, they're definitely starting to set up some plays here, but you need to start connecting.
However, the way South Hadley play, they emphasize playing as a team. And boy, you can see that. The way they pass, share the rock around, and have so many different players with opportunities to score. Kate Phillips is up to 8 points, Carradine 16, Olivia Athis 8, Taylor Below 9, and Riley McMahon 4. So just all hands on deck for these Tigers. Starting their 2025-26 campaign on the right foot so far. They do it again. Here's Olivia Athis. Has an option to her right. She goes strong herself. No good. Belchertown. No one to beat, and Morgan Litz puts it in.
That's 5 points for the Belchertown team so far. They've started this quarter better than any other so far. So this has been Belchertown's quarter, so to speak.
Olivia Athis' 3, no good, and there's Kate Phillips, but this time she can't get the ball. Instead, Slovak corrals it and finishes it on the other end. South Hadley will regroup. However, the Tigers still up 27.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we saw this earlier in the game where the Belchertown team had to burn one. They were on their heels. Now South Hadley, for the first time this game, maybe feeling this Belchertown team breathing down their neck a little bit. Good call from Coach Dubik there, who just calms the girls down.
at this time, we would like to thank the following sponsor, the Terraza. Terraza at Country Club of Greenfield, a place where families gather.
Yeah, we would also like to excuse me there. We would also like to thank the following sponsor, UMass Dining. UMass Dining is proud to fuel the PVTO's student staff, prioritizing healthy, sustainable, and delicious options for current and future UMass students and community leaders.
Wow, UMass Dining. I mean, we experience it every day, Cam. How good is it?
I mean, I take it for granted. I live right outside of Berkshire Dining Commons, and it's crazy to think that I see the people at Burke more than I see my own mother these days, but it's important to me. There's nothing like getting a nice warm stir fry after a tough day. I definitely, after tonight's huge matchup between Chicopee and Chicopee Comp, you'll be with me for that game as well tonight. I will be heading to Burke late night. Can't wait for that.
So are you a stir-fry guy, Cam?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoyed the stir-fry noodles, of course, not rice. But it does take a toll on you when you eat it every night. So I've been switching it up a little bit.
A three here in the corner finds nothing. Keena Roy out fast. She'll just slow it down. 4v4 here before the two stragglers get back. She'll stop and pop for a mid-range shot. That one rebounded. So Athis, the inbounder, with Carradine by her side. I don't know about you, Cam. I think just being so grateful for this food we have here.
Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, I do love the food here. They are #1 ranked in the country for a reason.
Dean's shot no good. That one rebounded by Emily Waller. And here comes Roy. She's looking to go fast. In the corner for Morgan Litz. That one way far away from the net. Here's Kate Phillips. We'll just slow it down. Power forward for this team. Into Athis. She'll drive hard. The floater just rims out. Boy, that was a good opportunity for her. Here comes Litz. Fakes the mid-range. Beautiful fake by McCain. She'll drive in. She gets fouled. Good pursuit from Aubrey McCain.
Yeah, McCain driving hard there, ran into the defensive mastermind in Olivia Athis and drew a penalty now. Drew a foul there, rather.
Here comes Roy into Klingensmith. Her shot just rims out. Athis with it for South Hadley. Beautiful pass to Phillips. Her shot just a little strong. Good pass by Athis down the floor. Here's Klingensmith getting double teamed in the corner. Here's Litz. Litz.
What a connection between Litz and Klingensmith there. These are two of the two players that we had coming into this game as standouts, and they have just proved it there. Their teamwork has been better than any duo out here so far. It seems as though Litz and Klingensmith know exactly where each other are, even without looking. A little behind the back pass on that play leads to two big ones for the Orioles.
It looked like Litz there, the emergency truck, coming in to pick up the basketball after a turnover and finishing it. Here's McCain. Litz back to McCain, a little two-man action. McCain gets fouled by Below.
Let's run 13.
So it looks like Belchertown will run play 13 here. Of course, our handy-dandy effects Mike's catching that one.
Right, for those keeping track at home, this is play 13.
For any of the scouts. McCain's shot just off, and here comes Phillips. And a beautiful finish, excuse me, a beautiful charge taken.
And that is the casualty of a contact sport, right? At some point, someone's going to end up on their rear end. In that case, it worked out for the Orioles. Sometimes you got to take a shoulder to the chest just to keep yourself alive.
Yeah, Paul Dubik not happy for that call, but Belchertown will get it back. They've cut this deficit down to 25. With boy, South Hadley so active on the defensive end. Here's Athis. And that will be a blocking foul. They'll get the call this time.
And it's starting to get ugly down on that end. There are bodies flying everywhere.
So Athis will be at the line for two. She's up to 8 points in this game, so a chance to make it 10 as Riley Nestor gets ready to check back into this one. First free throw good. McLean and Emma Litz also entering this game. That will be confusing. Cam, Emma, and Morgan.
Yeah, I mean,
except for the fact that Morgan just sat down. So a like for like Litz change.
an apt change for the Litzes. Great for the Litz family in the stands as well. They've always got one daughter on the court at a time.
Yeah, really great picture, definitely taken by the mom. As Roy knocks down a mid-range shot. Here's Simone Quinn. Back up backcourt in for the Tigers. Quinn. Into Sherman. The three in the corner, that one side backboard. 31.1 left in the third quarter, so the fast-moving third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's safe to say that Belchertown has been winning this quarter so far. They have 11 points in this quarter so far, as opposed to the 11 points from South Hadley. Belchertown giving them a run for their money.
So shot clock turned off, just game clock, 24 seconds left. Belchertown trying to collect a couple more points before the end of the quarter. Roy's elbow jumper, no good. 15 seconds left, here comes South Hadley. Sherman just slows it down. And now Athis goes fast and strong. Front iron, 5 seconds left. Here comes Roy, double teamed, and that one's just gonna fling off her knee under another pair of legs. Emma Litz couldn't corral it, and that's going to be the end of a very, very fast-paced last 2 minutes of the third quarter. South Hadley up 52-27. 8 minutes left here, and before we do that, at this time we would like to thank the following sponsors. The Basketball Hall of Fame. Hey basketball fans, want to get closer to the game you love? Visit the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Mass, where greatness lives inside. From the legends who shaped the sport to the moments that changed history, you'll find it all under one roof. Interactive exhibits, incredible artifacts, and unforgettable photo ops for every fan. Plan your visit today at hoophall.com and experience for yourself why greatness lives inside.
We would also like to thank once again Hooplandia. Attention fans, get ready for the Northeast's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament and festival. Hooplandia returns to Eastern States Exposition, home of the Big E, June 19th through the 21st. With divisions for all ages and skill levels, there is a place on the court for everyone. Rally the team, sign up, and be part of the action. Register today at hooplandia.com.
Both teams back on the court, 8 minutes left to go. What would you like to see out of Belchertown to start this quarter, as they're having a somewhat successful third frame?
Right, both teams had 11 points in the last quarter, typical form for South Hadley, but one of the best quarters we've seen from Belchertown, their largest scoring quarter of the game so far. So Belchertown seems to find their rhythm, but hopefully they can add to that and sort of catch South Hadley. It's a game of numbers now. Belchertown with their back against the wall. This is where you start to see the survival mode come out of teams.
Here's Nestor, backing down a defender. Her shot a little bit wild, but once she got in her position in the post, there's no one really stopping a shot from her. Just had to go on target. South Hadley with their third chance of this possession. That one, soft touch from Carradine, makes it a 27-point game. Here's Roy. Gets the screen from Waller. Back to Waller. She fakes the shot. Waller in the corner. Shot from McLean, no good. Batted away. Roy trying to save it, and she just steps out of bounds.
Belchertown fighting with everything they've got to keep the ball in bounds there. They know that every possession counts.
Beautiful shot fake from Emily Waller on that last possession. Hopefully she doesn't fake her retirement like Darren Waller.
Yeah, her cousin, isn't it?
No, we're not going to put out misinformation.
I don't believe that Emily Waller is actually cousins with Dolphins tight end Darren Waller, but at times she's been playing like him out there, a big physical force. She's been a great piece of this offense.
Love the way you mesh that all together, Cam.
I'm gonna mention my boy Darren somehow.
I know, I stole your thunder there. Here's Roy into McCain. That ball is just gonna go out of bounds. So Roy, the inbounder here. Finds Waller. Into Roy. Top of the key. Beautiful handle from her. Waller dished it to McCain. She just coughed it up to Carradine. Here's the star from South Hadley into the corner. Air ball from McMahon. Belchertown reset the shot clock. Waller slows it down, finds Roy. Her three-point shot, no good. Dean with the rebound, doing everything for the South Hadley Tigers.
Yeah, Dean, definitely a versatile presence. She's made her name in this game so far for being the leading point scorer, but definitely showing off her defensive chops there as well.
Kate Phillips finds Aubrey McCain of Belchertown. Here come the Orioles. Waller can't find anyone, and Nestor's just gonna toss it to McMahon. 5:30 left to go in the game. Here's Carradine. South Hadley doing a great job of just letting their offense motor and find good opportunities. Good rebound by McMahon. She gets Foul on the putback. Boy, something about this Pioneer Valley tip-off, Cam, it looks like no one's stopping people from getting to those courtside seats. So you heard it here first. If you want to pop out and get some courtside seats at Mullen Center, come to Pioneer Valley tip-off at the Mullen Center.
Yeah, you've just about got your fair share. I see fans just about halfway up in the stands. I see people just walking right up to the I guess it would be the VIP section at any other game, but a great view in a great arena at the Mullen Center. What a huge opportunity for both teams as well as the fans.
It looks like Taylor Below just went a little bit too hard on Roy. You know, credit to Roy, obviously. Belchertown really getting punished right now on all facets of the game, but Roy continues to play super, super hard.
Yeah, it's definitely been a cardio night for Roy. She's getting her work in on both ends of the court tonight. Obviously the leading point scorer for Belchertown so far, but also just an offensive facilitator.
Here's McLean. Her shot, she gets fouled on. So it looks like more teams, bands, cheer squads entering the building.
Important to mention that the band did put on a halftime show, as I correctly predicted. What a great rendition of Thunderstruck they performed. I believe it was the color guard and the band from South Hadley.
So kind of a teaser on what we have going on for you the rest of the day. 5 minutes left in this game. Chicopee girls versus Chicopee Comp girls coming up. And then right after that, Chicopee boys versus Chicopee Comp boys. That will round out today's action.
Yeah, that's a big 5 o'clock matchup. The battle for Chicopee. I will be on that game. Very excited for that one. Huge matchup to end the first day of the PBTO.
And then we got our guy Dylan Kaminsky coming in for the next game. He'll be taking the play-by-play duties, and I'll be coupling him to that one. So just a awesome event, but really competitive basketball.
Definitely, and it's a chance for both teams to show the entire Pioneer Valley what they are made of. This is the first game of the year for just about all of these teams, so especially for this matchup so far. Belchertown proving themselves to have some key pieces like Keena Roy, and South Hadley showing that they will be a force once again, a force to be reckoned with. 22-4 last year, and if all things go to plan, they will be 1-0 to start this year. But a response from Camilla Adamczyk.
Yeah, Adamczyk getting a couple points for Belchertown as the seconds wind down. Belchertown on a little bit 3-0 run here. And a step-in shot there, no good. In the corner, a three, no good. Roy has runners to her left and right. She'll just stop, pop, miss. Here comes Sophie Quinn, who will just calm it down. The senior for South Hadley dishes it off to Olivia Athis. And for Simone Quinn. Quinn. Sherman's mid-range shot. Butter. Belchertown will make a substitution. Madison Capinos into this one. As a hard game from Keena Roy. She just played so hard tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I said it earlier. She's had a lot of cardio tonight. They will put the subs in. Belchertown kind of backing away from this game. They understand where they went wrong in this game so far. Not much that you can do against a great team such as South Hadley, but a commendable effort, 30 points. That's nothing to shy away at. I think that for their first PBTO appearance, it's definitely been a learning experience.
Boy, how unselfish is Cara Dean. She had all the acres of space to take that shot, just dishes it off to her partner in crime, Olivia Athis, for 2 points to make it a 30. Yes, 30-point game, folks. South Hadley dominating in this one. Here's Jaden Bean for Emma Litz. Just looking for a shot. Adamczyk for McLean. McLean's shot. That one, no rim. And Sherman will just glance to Athis and let her do the dribbling.
McLean just out there trying stuff. Right shoulder fade off the left leg. Not even a left shoulder fade kind of guy, but McLean tries it there.
And a three-point make from Olivia Athis. Boy, it's been fun to watch her. She's up to 13 points in this one. Excuse me, 15 points. McMahon at 8, Below at 9, Athis at 15, Dean at 18. Quinn has 1, Sherman has 3, and Kate Phillips, the janitor, with 10.
I'm not sure if Kate Phillips will appreciate that name. I'm sorry if that sticks, but I do believe that it reflects her game.
And here's Belchertown, 1:54 left. At this point, it's about enjoying your PVTO experience, isn't it, Cam?
Yeah, now is a time for photo ops. This is a time where you can really sink it in and realize that you're playing on a college court. This is where people work all their lives to be playing at. And just to start your season off here, it's a sign of good things to come, I think.
And that shot missed, but Kate Phillips will go to the line for 2 now. Her first shot, no good. So South Hadley will move to 1-0 on the season. Of course, one of the best players in the region. And this is one of the best teams in the region.
Yeah, I think that Belchertown knew what they were getting themselves into in this first matchup of the year. South Hadley taking not only this PVTO matchup by storm, but also have to imagine Division 4. It's not easy to lose in the championship game. It makes a team want to come back with a vengeance. I have to imagine that's what South Hadley is feeling right now.
Well, you know that when you lose in the finals, what happens the next year? It's just so much motivation, so much yearning to win, and I'm sure South Hadley have revenge on their mind. And we'll get a quick timeout with 1:25 left to go in quarter 4. Obviously, this is the home of UMass basketball. 2 very successful basketball teams so far. The men 7-3, the women 7-1. Of course, I was down in Springfield Wednesday night for that game against Boston College. Kind of the battle of Massachusetts in a way. And UMass won that one. So UMass dominating Massachusetts basketball on every stage, men's, women's. Football, we won't talk about, but.
Yeah, well, UMass athletics, there's always some give and take, but basketball is definitely a large talking point on the Amherst campus, and what a huge win that was against BC. Always nice to get a win against an in-state rival such as Boston College. So a huge game as well down in Springfield. I believe that Dr. J was there for that game. Am I correct?
Yeah, Dr. J was there, but you know, he was sitting there enjoying his hot cocoa and sitting on a elevated stanchion away from everyone else.
Yeah, well, the hot cocoa is definitely great. It is the Christmas season, and I think that South Hadley have been placed on the nice list this year because they get an early Christmas present in the first game win against Belchertown. I think it's a Merry Christmas for the Tigers.
Still a couple games left for them this season, though, before they can say anything is merry. Here's Sherman into Quinn. All the way across to Simone Quinn. Sophie Quinn's shot no good. The sisters combine unsuccessfully. Here's Slovak. Capinos' shot. That one airs out. Nestor will haul it in. This game just winding down. 43 seconds left to go. South Hadley feeling it. 34 points is the difference. They've got Pittsfield coming up next Friday, 6 p.m. tip-off in Pittsfield, Mass. And then after that, they play Northampton at home 2 days before Christmas. So a very, very eventful schedule for them as the shot clock winds down.
A couple of road matchups to start the year. I mean, on the road in Pittsfield, obviously in the Mullen Center tonight. So.
And then for Belchertown, they play Chicopee Comp next Tuesday, so they might stay and get a look at what these Chicopee Comp girls have to offer, because they play them in just a couple days, and then after that they host Westfield a week from today. Then 3 days before Christmas, they play East Longmeadow on the road.
Yeah, what a matchup that's going to be against the Chicopee Comp girls. Last year they went 10-11, but are coming off of a great win against their rival in Chicopee, 52-17, so that'll be a great matchup.
So that's going to do it. Belchertown take this one 64-30. For Cam Neary, I am Zeke Altman. So much more PVTO basketball left to go tonight and into tomorrow. Thank you for listening. We'll be back in just a couple minutes on the Pioneer Valley Tip-Off Network.